We are cooking in the kitchen this morning. We have been exploring the world. And of course, today we landed firmly on Thailand. We love the flavors of Thai. This destination has allowed us to really explore some amazing flavor profiles. Thai food is known for balancing spices with fragrance. They offer complexity without fussiness, which is perfect for our kitchen, and it always leaves you wanting more. And the Lazy Makoti is back to show us how to make the most comforting bowl of coconut rice and spicy beef using TASTIC jasmine rice. So I'm going to say, Sawati, Lazy Makoti, which means hello in Thai. Hi.
I did not know that.
Well, now we do. We've been loving exploring. For me, the best way to explore a culture is through the food. And Thai cuisine is amazing.
It really is.
Fresh, flavorful, and very well balanced. And of course, our jasmine rice from TASTIC is perfect for our coconut rice. This is, for me, like the Thai version of comfort food, I think, without a doubt.
In this weather, I think about that creaminess of that coconut rice. Oh, it just warms you up.
Absolutely beautiful. Okay, so where do we begin?
So we're starting, of course, with our rice. That is the star. And I'm just grabbing a little bit of some coconut oil.
Okay.
And then we're just going to very lightly toast our rice.
Okay.
So like very lightly. I mean, this is so easy, anyone can do it.
And I like the fact that we're layering in the coconut flavoring there, and you can get unscented coconut oil, but I would say use the scented. Get that coconut flavor to kind of play through on every level here. And we love the TASTIC jasmine rice for this one. Obviously grown in a rich combination of soils and water. Gives it a deliciously milky aroma when it's cooked, so ideal for this. Originally from Thailand. In fact, this long grain white fragrant rice has a slightly sticky texture, which is ideal for exotic Thai and oriental dishes. Lends itself from the textural perspective here as well. And I think just in general, the Asian dishes, this is the perfect foundation for those kind of flavors. Okay, so what's happening to our beef here?
It absolutely is. So in here, I've just got my beef, some soy sauce, a little bit of cornstarch. We would then marinate this. So while we're toasting our rice, just marinate this for a little bit. I'm liking what I'm seeing here. And you're absolutely right with that layering of the coconut flavor. Starting with that coconut oil, and then we're gonna go in, of course, with our coconut milk, a little bit of water, a little bit of seasoning with the sugar and the salt, just to bring that coconut alive.
That's because it is. You want a bit of salt and sweet with this. And I think with Thai cooking, that seems to be the watchword that I've picked up today. It's all about balance.
It's all
You've
about
got to have a little
balance.
bit of everything. In my case, probably a little bit of heat thrown into the mix there as well. With the coconut rice, it's a textural thing, and you want to get it right. I think there is an expectation with coconut rice that, you know, when people are eating it, they're expecting a certain thing. So you want to make sure that you get the basics right. Yes. But then from there, you can take it any direction you want. You don't necessarily have to introduce a meat. But for me, this kind of flash-fried approach to cooking Thai style, I love it. And it's going to bring out the best in a piece of meat like this.
Absolutely. So think about the saltiness of that soy in the meat, and then that sweetness of that beautiful TASTIC jasmine rice. Just a perfect pairing.
I love it. And obviously, when you're cooking meat like this, it's high heat very quickly. You're not kind of slow cooking this guy, yeah.
That's the best thing. If you're waiting on load shedding, then you can quick, it's done.
You know, you only need about 5 minutes less to cook through your beef.
Yeah, so I'm going in with my coconut milk and a little bit of sugar.
And obviously the difference here, preparing your rice in this case, we're just replacing the majority of the water with our coconut milk.
Are you a chef?
I'm learning, girl. I'm learning. I told you what I do.
You're about to take my job.
I steal your intellectual property and then I pass it off as my own with the next chef. That's how I figured it out.
It's as easy as that. So now you just let that beautiful jasmine rice cook while you finish off your beef.
How long would it need to cook for? How would you know that it's kind of ready?
So about 20 minutes, you want it to soak up that incredible flavor of that coconut, which is what the jasmine rice is perfect for. It's going to soak up those beautiful coconut flavors, and it's going to go so beautifully with that beef.
Oh, I love it. And I would suggest adding a bit of heat to the beef here. I think that's having that with the the creaminess of the coconut rice to temper that heat. It's just going to be even better. It's going to take your mouth on a journey. I absolutely absolutely adore this. So as we put the finishing touches, adding, and again, the freshness of Thai cooking, don't overcook the vegetables. They must keep their crunch.
That
keep
crunch, absolutely. I'm adding in some garlic. And what I also wanted to say, if you don't want to make it with some meat, you can absolutely have it with vegetables. Just stir fry any of your favorite vegetables, and it's still beautiful to have with that TASTIC jasmine rice.
Completely. Keep the crunch in those veggies, let the colors pop. You know you're getting the nutrients as well, but the perfect balance of flavors. Absolute win. I love this. And the winning continues, in fact, because you get to win big with #WhereToTonight by TASTIC Rice. So here's the deal. You stand the chance of winning one of 2 TASTIC Rices of the world's weekly hampers, valued at a cool 5,000 Rand. What you've got to do is simply head over to Expresso's Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram pages and tell us what's your family's favorite TASTIC rice of the world. And don't forget to include the #WhereToTonight with TASTIC. And you can find all those terms and conditions on expressoshow.com. Oh, and look at that. It's
I actually have
perfectly.
some rice that's already done. I just want to show you. So this is what you can expect. It's nice and creamy, but you can still see the rice grains.
It's still got a bit of body there. Yeah, so it's not, you're not making a porridge here. You still want the rice to keep its integrity and to take on all of the flavor. Well, if you want to find this recipe for yourself, and I suggest you really do go and do it tonight, you can find it on expressoshow.com. Beautiful.
All I am is just a grain of rice, right? No, I am the spirit of Ubuntu, wherever needed. I am more than just rice. I am TASTIC.